Myself Hemant M. Patel, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department, Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Today we are going to discuss about the boiler mounting and accessories. So over here you can see it is a one type of cell on which mounting so many things: pressure gauge, water level, safety valve, steam stop valve, main hall, chimney, feed check valve, great blow off cock. So we can select that these are the mountings. So first of all, basically you must know about the what is the function of mounting, where it is used. So over here you can see boiler mountings. Mountings means what? Which are the necessary devices. Without mounting we can't operate the boiler, and also safety purpose is required for this type of mountings. So basically we can say like that, without mounting we can't operate the boiler. Okay, over here you can see following are some of important boiler mounting, right? So first one, you can see this is the water level indicator. What is the function of water level indicator? Just name is enough. Indicator means what? It is indicate the level of the water inside the boiler or drum, right? Second thing, you can see this is the pressure gauge. Pressure gauge means what? It is the measure the pressure of steam. Generally we can say like that, pressure is equal to force by area, but particular pressure gauge means what? Whatever steam will be generated through the boiler at that time, how much amount of pressure that we want to see at that time, pressure gauge we are using. Third thing, you can see this is the safety valve. Safety valve means what? Suppose the steam pressure will be increases according the range, so at that time safety valve will be operated, and at that time you can uh, recover the this type of high pressure, right? So four type of safety valve we are using. Later we will discuss, but four types we will consider over here: dead weight safety valve, lever safety valve, spring loaded safety valve, and high steam low water safety valve. Okay. Fourth one, here you can see this is the stop valve. It is also called as steam stop valve, right? What is the function of steam stop valve? With the help of steam stop valve we can regulate the flow of steam, right? So it is required for the regulation of the steam. After, you can see this is the blow off cork. We all know about think in water there are number of particle, foreign particle we can say like that. Due to gravity it is deposited in the lower side, so blow off cork always mounting in the lower side of the cell, right? So from that particular blow off cork we can remove all impurities or sediment. After, you can say feed check valve. This is the first mounting we can say like that, because in boiler we are inserting the water. So with the help of feed check valve we can insert the water inside the boiler or drum. Okay. Or over here you can see this is a fusible plug. It is the main function of fusible plug to reduce the overheating, right? Suppose overheating may be occur, at that time fusible plug metal will be melt, and at that time little bit water which is remaining, which is goes into the combustion chamber, and after fuel combustion will be stopped. Okay, so these are the, we can say like that, the boiler mounting. And mounting, which are the necessary devices, already I have told, right? So without mounting we can't operate the boiler. Okay, so further we can go ahead. This is the water level indicator, already I told. So over here this is the figure, right? So this is the water level, and upper side you can see this is the steam. right? So over here this type of glass tube is over here. So suppose this is our boiler cell, right? So we can consider this is our boiler cell in which we are feeding the water. So how much amount of water will be filled inside the boiler drum? That water will be goes into this glass tube, and after we can easily observing over here how much amount of water will be filled up inside the boiler or drum, right? So this is the just we know about the level of the water, which is the main function of the water level indicator. Okay, so this is the basic things already we have told, right? So further, pressure gauge, right? So generally in boiler we are using burden tube pressure gauge, right? So burden tube pressure gauge, which is the measure the pressure inside the boiler steam, right? So generally over here you can see this is the burden tube pressure gauge, right? So over here how it works, so what you can see, this is the pressure connection, right? So over here this is the boiler where steam will be generated, right? So this is steam. So steam will be goes into this direction, and you can see this is the burden tube, right? This shape, this is the burden tube. So pressure of the steam generally, so steam which is goes into in this direction in this tube, at that time what happen, over here you can see this is the link which is directly connected with the burden tube. So whenever steam goes inside the tube, at that time what happen, little bit pressure will be generated over here. So due to that thing, right, this pinion will also move in this direction with the pinion. Over here you can see this is the gear. So over here both are connected with each other. So when pinion will be move, at the time gear will be rotating. With the help of gear, over here one pointer is there, that is known as the needle, we can select that. So needle will also rotate in the upper direction, right? So this needle which is goes into the upper direction. So generally over here we can consider, okay, this amount of pressure will be the steam generated this steam, right? So this is the basic function generally. So pressure gauge to indicate the pressure inside the boiler or drum. Okay, further we can go ahead. Safety valve, which is already I told where safety valve used, where is it location. So four types of safety valve, right? So excessive internal pressure of the steam will be reduced through this valve, that's why it is called the safety valve, that's why it is called the safety valve, right? So safety valve is why it is required according to IBR, right? All of we know about the classification of the boiler. So according to IBR have recommended the range of the pressure, range of pressure, right? So over here suppose the pressure will be increased, right? The pressure will be increased above the range particular that boiler, at that time safety valve will be work, right? And at that time what happen, excessive pressure, we can say like that, excessive pressure will be reduced or will be displaced from that particular boiler, that's why this type of safety valve we are using. Okay, over here lever safety valve. So over here one lever layer is there, right? One end is fixed. Dead weight safety valve, so it is also we are using at home, we are using a pressure cooker, right? So on between we are using the dead weight safety valve. Okay, high steam valve and spring loaded safety valve. Spring loaded safety valve, it is the basically we are using the spring, right? So that's why it is known as the spring loaded safety valve. So safety valve which is we are using in particular boiler for the remove that excessive pressure. Okay, further we can go ahead. Steam stop valve. So over here you can see to control the flow of steam from the boiler to the main steam, right? Otherwise we can select to shut off the steam completely when it is required. So over here you can say this is the handle, or we can select this is the wheel. With the help of hand wheel we can select that, right? So it is connected with the spindle, right? This wheel which is connected with the spindle. So whenever it will be rotated by ourselves, at that time what happen, the spindle which is goes up and down direction. So this up and down direction, at that time what happen, whatever steam will be goes inside the this direction, at that time spindle which is goes into upward direction, so steam will be goes in this direction, right? This direction. Over here we are using gland for the packing purpose, not okay, for the leakaging purpose. So steam which is connected with the steam pipe, over here steam pipe is there, and steam pipe is directly connected into the steam turbine where we are using this steam, right? So whenever steam is not required, at that time what happen, and this hand wheel also will be rotated, so this spindle is into the goes into the downward direction, so it is fixed over here, so nothing steam will be passed through this direction, right? So whenever it is required steam, at that time we are using steam stop valve to regulate the steam. Okay, further we can go ahead. Blow off cork. So what is the function? Whenever to empty the boiler whenever required, suppose whatever water inside the boiler or drum, and water, suppose we are using something cleaning inside the boiler or drum, at that time water will be empty due to through the blow off cork to discharge the mud, scale or sediments which are accumulated at the bottom of the boiler, right? So over here you can see this is the blow of cork, right, for the removing the dirt material, we can say, like the already I told. So this type of figure, right? So over here you can see this is the wheel. Whenever it will be rotated, at that time what happen, this type of this block, right, will be goes into upward direction, or whatever uh, mud is there, mud will be out from this type, right? So blow off cork generally always mounting into the lower side of the cell, right? From that, because we are all know about the due to gravity some sediments or some foreign particles which is always deposited inside the boiler or drum, but which is the due to gravity which is deposited in the lower side, right? So due to the blow of cork we can remove all that particular dirt or scale or sediments. Okay, feed check valve, right? It is a non-return valve. Its function is to regulate the supply of water which is pumped into the boiler by the feed pump, right? So pump, which is basically we can say like that, pump is a device which liquid move from one place to another place, but over here from that particular feed check valve we are inserting the water into the boiler, right? So over here also you can say this is a hand wheel, right? So whenever it will be operated by us, at the time what happen, the spindle which goes into the upward direction as well as downward direction, right? So whenever it will be goes into upward direction, whatever water is there which is goes into the boiler drum, right? So whenever it will be rotated in this direction, at that time spindle also goes into the downward direction, so it will be fixed, so nothing to water goes into the boiler, right? So feed check valve is generally supply or regulate water inside the boiler or drum. Okay, further we can go ahead. Fusible plug, right? So already I told, to protect the boiler against the damage due to overheating caused by the low water level in the boiler. We all know that in the boiler we are inserting the water, right? So after giving the heat, what happened? Water converted into steam. So water level will be reduced after some time, right? So at that time, suppose water level will be reduced. So at that time, what happened? In spite of that, we are supplying the heat, right? So this type of overheating problem may be occur, right? So over here you can see the figure, right? So here the hexagonal flange, right? So this is the one portion, this is the second portion. In between over here you can see this is in black color, this is a fusible metal. So whenever initially it is totally covered through the inside the water, inside the water, right? But whenever water level will be reduced, at that time this portion, upper portion, you can see this is the uncovered from that water. So at that time what happen? Whenever you are supplying the heat, this fusible metal will be melt, or whatever remaining water over here, which is goes inside the combustion chamber, right? So over here you can see in between over here combustion chamber, right? So little bit water which is goes into the combustion chamber. At that time what happen? Fuel combustion will be stopped, right? So maybe reduce the overheating problem. That's why we are using the fusible plug, and fusible plug which is always mounted onto the combustion chamber, right? Because in combustion chamber we all know that in combustion chamber we are combustion particular that fuel, right? Now, fuel means what? Fuel is a substance composed mainly carbon and hydrogen and produce large amount of heat when burning with oxygen. Okay, so this is the fusible plug. After we are going to on boiler accessories, right? Mounting, which are the necessary devices, we all know without mounting we can't operate the boiler. But over here boiler accessories, these are the device we are using for the increase the efficiency of the boiler, right? For the increasing the efficiency of the boiler. So some important accessories over here you can see, right? Feed pump, superheater, economizer, and air preheater, right? This type of accessories will be discussed one by one. Okay, so over here can feed pump. So over here you can see double acting reciprocating pump commonly used. Pump can be classified as simplex, duplex, triplex pumps according to number of pump cylinder. So boiler feed pump, right? So just name is enough. Over here you can see just name is enough. Feed means what? To insert the water, right? After over here you can see pump, it is a one type of mechanical device, right? So with the help of pump we are increase the particular pressure of the water, right? So whenever we are applying the particular water inside the feed pump, right? So basically we are increase the pressure of that particular water which is goes inside the boiler or drum. Okay, so pump may be classified as reciprocating pump, rotary pump, piston pump, we can select that, plunger pump, bucket pump. These are the classification. But over here we can see the boiler feed pump, right? So this type of water which is passes through this direction and goes into the boiler cell or drum. Okay, further we can see superheater, right? This is important, or we can say that crucial part. Suppose you want to increase the boiler efficiency, because we all know that from the boiler we can generate the steam, right? So that steam initially, whatever steam will be generated, in which consider so many water particles, right? So wet steam we can select that. So that waste steam, right, that waste steam will be increase the temperature from particular when we are using the superheater. So over here you can see this is the red line, you can see this is the heat, right, and this line you can see this line, this is the water. But we know that second law of thermodynamic, when heat always flow from higher temperature to lower temperature, right? So over here water temperature will be lower and heat temperature will be higher. So at that time what happen, this heat whatever temperature absorbed by the water, absorbed by the water. So here you can see this is the steam. Why steam will be generated? Because the heat of particular flue gases will be absorbed by the water and water converted into steam, right? That way steam will be generated over here, right? And after this heat which is goes into the chimney, after goes into the atmosphere, right? So over here you can see after steam will be passing in that particular tube, right? So over here you can see this tube also connected with this head, right? So whatever steam will be generated over here, the temperature, right? So over here in which there are considering so many water particles, but in spite of that we are also inserting that steam passing in between the hot flue gases. At the time what happen, steam temperature will be increased, right? So that's why water particle will be removed and superheated steam will be generated and passing over here. So that superheated steam we are throwing onto the steam turbine. At that time what happen, steam turbine will be rotating, right? Suppose directly waste steam, over here you can see the directly waste steam which is goes onto the steam turbine. At that time what happen, water particle will be stick onto the turbine blade, right? So that time corrosion may be occur, right? So that's why we are always introducing such type of superheated steam. So basically function of the superheater to increase the temperature of steam, right? Further we can go ahead, economizer. So what is the function of economizer? So it is a device used to heat feed water by utilizing the heat in the exhaust flue gas before leaving through the chimney, right? So over here you can see economizer. So basically economizer, it is a one type of line of feed water, right? So that economizer which is connected whenever this, you can see this is a chimney, right? So whatever feed water we are supplying, right, so that feed water which is passing through the economizer, okay, over here you can see this is the economizer. Yes, this is a chimney, but in between we are inserting the economizer. So we know that from the chimney hot flue gases which is goes into the atmosphere, but this feed water passing through that particular way, at that time what happen, this hot flue gases heat will be absorbed by the water, absorbed by the water, and that water will be heated, right? And that water will be heated and which is goes inside the boiler drum. Basically we are all know that in boiler we are just supplying the heat for the water converted into steam, right? But basically for the increasing the efficiency we are recover the heat, right? Particular that hot flue gases goes into the atmosphere, so that recover that heat, and also we are that recovering heat we are using for which purpose, to increase the temperature of feed water, right? So basically whenever that particular little bit hot water goes into the boiler and it will be quickly generated the steam, right? So that's why we are using the economizer. So economizer is the main function is what, to increase the temperature of that particular feed water. Okay. Air preheater, right? It is used to recover the heat from the exhaust flue gases, right? The air required for the purpose of combustion is drawn through the preheater where its temperature is raised. It is installed between economizer and chimney, right? So over here, flue gas is in, right? You can see, and flue gas is out. So in between, we know that flue gas's temperature is high, right? So basically, the air which is introducing into the combustion chamber, because for the fuel combustion air is required, right? So basically that particular hot flue gases which is goes into the chimney, that heat will be recovered, right? And over here fresh air will be supplied, fresh air is supplying, right? So whenever fresh air is supplying, which air is connected, this type of flue gases, right? This flue gases. So at that time what happened, whatever heat, whatever the temperature of the particular flue gases will be absorbed by the air, fresh air, or we can select cold air, right? So cold air which is passing through that particular way, at that time what happen, it will become hot. So that hot air which is introduced in this combustion chamber, and at that time we can generate the fuel efficiency quickly, we generate the heat will be quickly, right? So that's why air preheater is required. Just name is enough, you can see, just name is enough, air preheater. Before we are entering the air into the combustion chamber, it will be preheated. That's why it is called air preheater. Okay. Further, you can see steam separator. Steam is collected from a boiler, may be wet, dry, or superheated, but may cause steam become wet due to loss of heat during passing in steam pipe. To remove the suspended water particle from the steam. So steam separator. Over here you can see the figure, right? So this is a water gauge over here. So what happen, whenever steam will be passing over here, so at that time over here will be buffet, so steam will be directly connect or directly attacking on that particular buffet. At that time what happen, water particle will be passing due to gravity goes inside the this drum, right? Now after steam only we can select the dry steam which is goes in this direction. So over here there are number of water particle we are accumulated, and after that water will be goes through the drain valve, right? So steam will be separate, so proper steam which is goes in this direction, or whatever water particle will be collected over here, that's why it is called the steam separator, separate the steam that particular water. Okay. So over here we have discussed so many things, right, about the boiler and mountings. So boiler and mountings, right? So basically you can see boiler mountings. Without mounting we can't operate the boiler, and safety purpose mounting is required, right? So mounting means it is a devices which is mounting on the to the boiler cell, right? And boiler accessories already we have discussed, right? Accessories which are the device, with the help of accessories we can increase the efficiency of boiler. So whenever we are talking about the boiler, at that time these two things which is required, right? For the efficiency purpose accessories required, and we all know that without mounting we can't operate the boiler. So these are the mountings which is the which are the necessary devices. Okay, thank you.